How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Salvage Auto Rebuilds. Alrighty, so today, I've got a couple of things that we need to take care of. So first of all, the front right spring on our little Niva over here decided to collapse while I was busy buying some parts earlier today. What we're going to do is just get our wheel mounted back on here with the new spring, and hopefully this thing will be ready to roll once again. So there we go, that is our wheel back on, and let's lower this thing down. Just see if it sits a little bit better. I think that may have actually solved the current issue that we have with this truck. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Not perfect, but I think she's at least going to be drivable again. So guys, we need to go and have a look at the tires that we've got on the back of the truck here, which came off the Coronet, Lacko's car. So we're going to see if we can go ahead and get some new tires for him. I actually also took out the spare tire from the trunk, because that one, it also looked decent, but we are going to be just maybe checking all three of the decent tires then. We're definitely going to have to replace two, and we'll also be getting some new hubcaps for the car. And over there on the porch, we've also got a bunch of new parts. So yeah, we actually sorted everything, and Lacko and I did have a little bit of a conversation about this. So certain parts are from the old suspension, which we're going to be reusing, but yeah, mostly new parts are going to be going into this thing. So that's something we can also take care of. And over there in the garage, you might notice we've got the little Lada sedan, which we finished up in the last episode. So I currently have got this car in the garage because we are going to be loading this car up onto our trailer a little bit later on to take it over to the inspection or the service center rather. So I've got everything that's necessary for the inspection. So we've got our warning triangle and spare tire jack and a wrench in the car. So we're going to be loading that up onto the trailer and hauling it down to Middletown. But I think we'll probably do that closer to the end of the video for today. So yeah, that's a little bit of rubbish we're going to be taking care of. So I think what we're going to start with is probably with the Dodge Coronet. We do also have got a little bit of work to take care of on the Nissan. So we've got a couple of new panels that I need to weld into place. So I'm also going to be getting this done hopefully today, so that car is ready for its paint job. So we did strip out all of the interior and all of the accessories that needed to come off of this thing. So that is also something we can work on today. But I think let's start with Lacko's suspension work on his car and get this thing at least to a state where it's going to be rolling again. Also in the garage, I actually forgot to show you guys, we've got the engine back for the Nissan. So we're going to be able to get this thing fitted back into the car. We've also got the gearbox back. They have reconditioned that for us. There's the radiator with the new radiator hoses, and yeah, there's a new fuel line, a new battery, new wires, and the new exhaust as well. So we're going to be also maybe getting to that today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, guys. So yeah, as I said, we've got a lot of things to take care of. So let's first of all get Lacko's car lifted up a bit. Alrighty, so we are only doing suspension and engine work to this car. So the engine has been dropped off over the weekend while I was picking up the other engine. So those guys are very happy. They're getting a lot of business from us over at the service center. Alright, so let's see if we can start assembling the rear suspension for Lacko's car. Alright, so we've got ourselves a brand new axle. We've got some new hubs. Alright, so let's start with this. This is probably going to be the quickest to do the rear suspension, and then we'll tackle the front. Alright, so just gotta put everything back together over here. Let me flip this thing around so that we can get the differential in here. So this is the old differential that came off the car. It's still decent, still good enough. So Lacko is quite happy with the condition of the parts we are choosing to put on this thing. Let's get our handbrake cable on here. That way we can at least sort out the rear suspension. Okay, we're going to need our screwdriver for the discs. Alright, so let's get this one on and screw it down over there. And let's do the same on this side. Get that onto there. Oh, come on, stop wiggling around. There we go. Okay, so we're going to need to install the leaf springs onto the car. as well as the shock absorber. So let's carry these over. Alright, and then we'll tackle the brake calipers next and get those put together. Okay, so there's the one leaf spring. I think one of these, yeah, I think the other one we just installed was one of the old ones that were still in good condition. So we're going to go ahead and replace the one only on this side with a brand new one. There we go. That's all installed. Looking pretty good. Alright, I think while I'm still at it, let's maybe grab these shock absorbers. Just get them onto the car here as well. Right, nice and simple. And that way, once we bring our axle over, we're going to have something to bolt it down to properly. Okay, let's do this one as well. And there we go. Alright, so that is the suspension parts, the mountable parts, pretty much sorted. What are we going to need? Yes, just a wrench for these brake hoses. Okay, so this can go straight, come on, yeah, there we go. Straight into the trash bin. Okay, let's get these pads into these calipers so we can get them mounted to the axle. There we go. Right, now it's just the brake hoses. Let's get these onto there. So yeah, I decided not to take any, shortcuts with the brakes. So everything is pretty much brand new in terms of brakes on this axle. Same with the front axle. Okay, there we go. This one can go onto this side. Alright, we've also got a new brake master cylinder which is going on the car. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a tricky one to get off, well, installed back onto the car. But okay, let's get the axle mounted first of all. Alright, let's just bolt it down over there and over there. And let's not forget the brake lines. Okay, we can't do the brake lines just yet. So I noticed in my video when I worked on the Nissan, I forgot to tighten all the brake lines, but I have done that off camera already. So that has been sorted. Alright, this is our drive shaft. I think we can actually get this mounted for the time being. Although it's only going to be bolted down at the back here for now. Until we get the transmission back from the guys over at the service center. Sorting that out for us. Right, so that is looking pretty good. We've got our rear suspension back on this thing. I don't think we need anything else on the back. So I think let's dive straight into the front suspension. And get this put together as far as we can. We do have got the upper control arms that need to go onto the inner fenders. Along with the two shock absorbers. Okay, this is one of the old shock absorbers. It's still in decent condition. So we're just going to go ahead and reuse that. So let's start with our steering box. Alright, there we go. Okay, steering box on, and then we've got our steering arm. It can go onto this side. Alright, nice and simple. Alright, let's flip this thing around so we can get our steering link onto there. Okay, we're going to bolt it down over there and over there. These are both the old tie rods, so they were still decent, so yeah, no point in replacing these if they are still in, relatively good condition. Come on, there we go. Right, lower control arm. I think this is also some parts that we are reusing. Yep, these are both the old ones, so they were still also in decent condition. So just flip this thing around again. We needed to buy 2 new hubs because the hubs that came off of this thing was quite terrible. Alright, there's the other one. Okay, hub carriers rather. But I think also the hubs are going to be replaced. Yeah, I think both of these were actually bad. So we ordered some new ones. There we go. That is the front axle getting there. Okay, so we do need to install the strut rods. Okay, but the torsion bars, we'll get those popped in once we've got the axle in place. Okay, let's do this side as well. If I can just get this thing to go in there. Come on. It's a little bit tricky, but there we go. We've got it into place. And next up, let's grab our brake discs. Get these onto here. just like that. And let's grab the screwdriver once again. Okay, put this over there, and then we'll just tighten these down. All right. Next up is probably going to be the brake pads. All right, so this can go in the trash bin over there. Okay, pop these in real quick. Yeah, looks like today I've got the rhythm going with installing the brake pads. It seems to be going quite well. Right, bolt those down. This is the passenger side, which goes onto this side. Okay, and let's do this one as well on the driver's side. Okay. Okay, so that is sorted, and now can probably take the axle closer and get this mounted to the underside of the car here first of all. Alright, so that goes into there. Okay, so there are a total of 4 bolts that we need to bolt down first of all. Get that tightened down. Okay, so that is looking pretty good. Okay, next up let's grab these torsion bars. We'll get them back into place. So these are new ones. I took the old ones out. They were worn. They weren't bad, but I think they were a little bit too far gone to just slap back onto this car. I mean, while we are busy with this, might as well replace those. Okay, and then last but not least, we're going to have to do all of these bits and pieces here. The upper control arm. So let's get these into place. All right, so 3 bolts to do on this. Okay, that is back into place. Let's go and do the other side. On our driver's side over here. Goes onto there. There's a bolt that side and over there. And once again over here on the hub carrier. Okay, we got that sorted. Okay, let's do our shock absorbers. We'll start on the passenger side. Okay, let's just be sure to bolt it down. Alright, perfect. And the last one. Alright, let's get this into place. Right over there. Alright, looking pretty good. Now let's see if we can get our main brake line into position. Alright, this is going to be a little bit tricky maybe. No, it's actually easy. Okay, let's do all 4 of these brake hoses. There we go. That one is... Yeah, did I get it? Yeah, we got it. Alright, round the back. Bolt it down there and over there. Alrighty, perfect. So that is done. Now it's just going to be a matter of securing this thing to the firewall, which I might actually have to lower the car back down to do this. Alright, let's just see if we can get this button of ours pressed. There we go. Go down, go down. Alright, and then we'll need to come over here. Okay, let's zip it down there. Okay, and yeah, these ones are a little bit tricky to get to. But there we go. Alright, that is sorted, guys. So we've got the suspension on Lacko's car put together. So the only thing this car is going to need are some wheels. Once we get those sorted, we can get it mounted back onto the car. And then this thing should at least be rolling again. So that we can move it off the lift. But I don't think we really need the lift as such just yet for other work. I don't know if we might have to do this corner on this car. Yeah, we'll probably be able to do it like this. So I'm going to have to jack it up because we need to get our shock absorber out of here. Although I think it should be fine if we took it off without doing this. But I think it's better to just have a little bit of support. Okay, because we are going to be cutting off this wheelhouse on this side. Okay, and up here. Alright, so there's our shock absorber. I think that's the only thing that's really holding on to that. Might have to remove the spring as well. Okay, so let's bring our toolbox closer. We'll pop that spring out as well. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so that should do. Okay, just put that back in there. Okay, let's get our cutting discs. We still have got a half cutting disc in there. Let's just grab a full box so we don't end up walking up and down too much. Right, let's get our angle grind over here. Oh, we still got the polishing disc on this thing. Okay, let's just take that off. Right, let's see what this is going to entail, cutting this wheelhouse out of here. Alright, looks like it's got some obvious welds we need to cut over here. Alright, so it looks like the trunk floor decided to also come off for some reason. Must be some very weak welds if you ask me. If that decides to come off, but okay. We're going to be installing that back onto the car. Let's grab our new wheelhouse and try and do this one piece at a time. Hopefully it'll work out. Okay. Alright, we're going to need our welding machine. Where did I put it? Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay, let's just put this down over there. Okay, and get it welded back into place. Right over there, just to secure it. Okay, and I think this probably needs to go back in. Okay, I mean, I have to weld that back. Alright. I think we've got everything sorted. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Alright, so we are going to have to cut that off again. Because we need to replace that panel. It's looking quite bad. Alright, weld over there. And, oh, okay, I forgot to grab some electrodes. Okay, let's get some electrodes. Yeah, this box has got 6 in it, so it should be enough. We'll see, I'll grab the other box if I need it. Okay, let's put that onto here. Okay, let's continue welding this thing back into place. Alright, just like that. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll have to figure out what we need to cut next. Come on, our toolboxes. Yeah, let's reach this side a bit easier. Okay, so we need to cut this off. Whoa, okay. There's definitely a couple of janky panels here. Okay, I see the trunk is also mounted to that. So let's get our wrench. Where the heck did I put the wrench? Alright, I need to, you know, just keep track of my tools. Because now the quarter panels also decided to fly off for some reason, which is weird. But okay, we'll just weld it all back into place. Okay, so our trunk is off. And there's our middle panel, as they call it. So we'll be able to grab this. Get that into position. Okay, let's see if we can at least tack weld that thing to it. So it stays put. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we're gonna need some more electrodes probably. Alright, just gotta take it one step at a time. Oh, come on, there we go. Alright, I think that is most of them done. Okay, oh, there's another one back here. Okay, so now we can probably get these panels back onto there. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can secure it over there. And where are... Oh, there's another weld over here. Might have to check on this side again. Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. Some more rust on this thing. Yeah, looks like this car is definitely hiding a bit of problems that it's got from us. But you know what? We'll get it fixed up eventually, guys. But oh, come on. Let's get this quarter panel back onto there. Right, and we need to weld that up over there. Okay, another electrode. There we go. Alright, let's continue welding. Oh, there's some more welds we can do over there as well, I see. Just got to go through this thing. Make sure we get all of these things welded up. It's probably going to take me a hot minute to just check everything here, but I think what I'll do is I'll probably check everything off camera, but see if there's anything I missed, but let's just try and get the bulk of it now. Okay, yeah, there's nothing obvious on this side. Alright, because now I ordered the pillars, which are these, but I think the rocker panels also might be a little bit bad on this car. Yeah, we can clearly see there's some rust going along the way over there, so I'm going to have to maybe do that as well. Okay, but in order to replace those, I think we're going to have to take off the rear doors at least. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I've got 2 bolts. Okay, that is off. Okay, just set that down over there. That should be attached to the firewall. Okay, so this goes over there and over there. Okay, so there's the one pillar off, and the rocker panel also came off, so we're not going to be putting this back on. So I'm going to be ordering 2 new ones, so we can get these replaced. I wonder if yeah, it looks like this thing has got an outer panel that actually pops off. Let's just try this. Yeah, it looks like that is just like a trim. Yeah, that's a side skirt trim. Okay, and this is the rocker panel itself that we need to replace. Okay, so I'll have to order 2 of those. Okay, but I don't think it's a big issue. We'll not be able to do this before we replace the rocker panels. Okay, you know what? We are going to be going over to the shop anyway for this, so I might actually just hook up to the trailer and see if we can pick up 2 of these as well. I think that might be something we can do as well then, at least. But let's see if we can do the same on the opposite side. Get it cut off. Okay. And we'll hook up to the trailer and we'll take that over to the shop with us. Or no, come to think of it, we're going to be hauling that trailer. So might be able to just pop it onto the trailer with the car, because we're going to be taking a little bit of a road trip anyway. So okay, let's get this put back together. Okay. Okay, put this onto there. So that is secure. Okay, we didn't take anything off on this side. Alright, didn't expect the car to kind of just fall apart on us here. Okay, where's this welding handle? Let's just see if we find any more welds. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut off the other rocker panel as well. Okay, so this... Oh, we need to remove the door first. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, kind of feels like I'm all over the place with this car, guys. Okay, I've got another issue here. Let's just get this back in. The spring. Okay, then we can lower it back down. Okay, let's go down with this. Okay, now let's take off this rear door on this side. Okay, let's just put that down over there for now. Okay, let's grab our grinder. Right, cut this off. Okay, so there we go. We've got our left pillar off as well. Okay, so we need to just take this one out of the trailer, because this needs to go on next over here. Wait a second, can we get this one on? We'll get it onto the rocker panel probably. Okay, let's take this rocker panel over this side, and we'll just remove the trim from it. Okay, that's our side skirt. Okay, so this we need to replace as well. Okay, so we'll buy both the rocker panels on our way back from Middletown and see if we can come and get this sorted out. So I think what I need to do is probably just put all my tools away first of all. I'm just going to put it into the little shed over here. Okay, put that in there. We'll just chuck this in here as well. All of that. Okay, we'll grab the jack. I'll just put this inside the shed as well. Okay, might as well do it with this as well. There we go. And we'll just put the toolbox there. Okay, close that up for now. Okay, so this trailer is going to stay at home. We're going to use the big one today with the little Neva and loading the loader up for its inspection. Okay, so just like that, we'll get that loaded over there. Alright, these parts can just stay here for now. I think we should be good. Alright. Alright, so let's get our little Neva in position to hook it up to the trailer. Okay, take it nice and easy. I think let's bring it this way. I will just stop it here for a bit. Okay, now it's going to be a matter of hooking the trailer up to the Neva and getting it, you know, lifted so that we can get the little loader pulled up onto the trailer. Alright, I would have taken the car over there, you know, by driving it, but I think it's just going to be better for us to do it like this. Okay, so let's lift this thing up. Come on, keep jacking. Okay, that is as high as it will go. Just want to straighten it out a tiny bit. Okay, that looks good. Alright, let's get this car loaded up onto the trailer real quick. There we go. Alright. Alrighty, so there we go. So I finally got the car on the trailer where I wanted. I wanted to try and put it a little bit more forward. So I think this should be fine if we did it like this. So I think we are pretty much ready to hit the road. I just want to check. Yeah, the room is closed. There's no tools laying around in the yard, so we are ready to hit the road. So let's jump into our little Neva. We're going to take a nice little cruise over to Middletown to get this car inspected. And I also, yeah, we're going to stop at the shop and buy the tires. But I think we might actually do that on our way back. I think that'll work out a little better. Alrighty guys, so let's put this drive in a nice time lapse for you guys so you can sit back, relax and enjoy the ride over there, and I'll bring you guys back up to speed once we get over there.
Sunrise breaking through the pines, radio's humming, hearts aligned. Truck bed loaded, bags all packed, nothing but the open road, never looking back. Faded jeans and worn out boots, highway sings its joyful roots. Wind in our hair, smile so wide, with every mile we taste the ride. Wheels on the gravel, stories unfold, every town we pass worth its weight in gold. Tunes on the radio, spirits are high, chasing that horizon under the big sky. Old diner stops, coffee's hot, simple joys, they're all we've got. Hometown stars in the night so dark, love in our hearts, lighting up a spark. Endless signs and winding roads, life's a journey God only knows. Tunes and dreams steer our...
Alrighty, so we made it over to Middletown here at the service center once again. So everything is still looking good back here. I'm just checking to see if I didn't lose any wheels or anything. But yes, we are here to do the inspection on our little Lotus sedan. So I'm going to quickly check it to see if I can find the guy who's responsible for doing this. I think we need to probably park it in this spot over here to get this thing checked out. So guys, I'm going to quickly sort this out, and I'll bring you guys back up to speed once we got this thing inspected, and just hear what they have to say about our blue Lada sedan. Alright, so there we go. So the car has been inspected, and as you can see, we've got our license plates for this thing. So yeah guys, this car is going to be completely road legal once we get these mounted. So I think let's just pop these in a backpack where they're going to be safe. We are now ready to head back to the Uncle Bill's house. And then we're going to be stopping by the shop where we can just get these tires sorted for Laco's car. So let's get the show back on the road, and I'll catch up to you guys once we get there.
Powered by the force, wheels on the gravel, stories unfold. Every town we pass, worth its weight in gold. Tunes on the radio, spirits are high, chasing that horizon under the big sky. On the gravel, stories unfold. Every town we pass, worth its weight in gold. Tunes on the radio, spirits are high, chasing that horizon under the big sky.
Alrighty guys, so here we are over at Lewis's store, and yeah, so far so good. Our trailer is a little bit slippery on this surface, but okay, we're just gonna leave it there. So I'm gonna grab these wheels one at a time. I'm gonna take them inside and then just check the tires that are good and see if they need to be replaced, if they are a little bit worn maybe. Hey, how's it going, Lewis?
Did you know that you could put closed boxes on trailers? I sell them outside.
Alright, well that's very good to know. Thanks, Lewis. Alright guys, but yeah, I'm just going to check these wheels one at a time. So yeah, those are the hubcaps that we ordered. Pretty decent. So let's get this one on here. Just gonna check these tires out real quick, how they look. You know what, this one isn't bad. Alright, so let's get this thing reinstalled. Okay, so this one can definitely be used as a spare tire at least. Let's just adjust the air compressor down to 2 bars. I think 2 bars should be sufficient. Okay, so let's see, where the heck is the valve? There it is. Okay, just air it up to 2 bar. Okay, so there's one down. So let's go check the other ones as well. We're going to grab them one at a time. Right, so let's maybe put this right next to the car so that we don't end up doing the same wheel twice. Okay, alright, so this one is next. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, put that over there. Okay, this one is a little bit too far gone, so we're gonna replace this one. Okay, let's buy a tire from Lewis. Alrighty, so we just got 3 tires off of Lewis, so luckily he did have stock of these. So we're gonna definitely have to replace at least the other 2 as well. Okay, so let's see if we can get these aired up real quick. Alright, so this one will be 2 bars. Okay, so that is good. Alright, let's put this one in the back of our, well, next to the truck here. We'll get everything loaded up once we are ready to hit the road. So the other one I wanted to check was this one. So this one needs to be checked real quick. And if we need to replace this one, this is going to be a replaced tire, or a replaceable tire as well. This tire is actually still good, but I think let's do it like this. We'll put the 2 with the slight bit of wear at the back of the car, because the car is rear-wheel drive, so those will have to be replaced next in line. And that way he's going to have a brand new spare tire and 2 new front tires, I think. So yeah, let's do it like this. Okay, so I just need to sort this out real quick. So this one is going at the back. This one is a brand new tire that's going on the front. And that one can also go at the back. Okay. These two both need to be replaced. So this one is going to be a new tire. Okay, so let's swap this one over to a new tire because this one is bold. Okay, so put that down over there. Okay, pop that onto there. Okay, that way we've got a new tire for this rim. Okay, and then the last one will be for the spare tire, which is going to be a new tire, but that rim is going to have a little bit of rust on it. So I decided we're going to just put the rusty wheel in the trunk for a spare tire. Okay, so these are going to go on the front. Okay. And yeah, this is going to be our spare tire in the trunk. Okay, let's bring this one inside. Just get it swapped out real quick. Okay, and put this onto there. Grab this one and pop that onto here. Okay, let's air up the spare tire real quick as well. Alright, that should do. And yeah, let's quickly just grab these. Just put them in a backpack. Alright, let's take this back to our truck. We can get this all loaded up. I need to try and just figure out how I'm going to do this so I don't forget which ones goes at the front and which ones are going at the rear. So these ones are going to go at the back of the car. Alrighty. And then these two, we'll load them at the back because these are going in the front. Alrighty. Come on, don't do that. Let's just get it in there properly. Okay, hopefully that's going to stay. I don't think so. Alright, let's just put it like this. Okay, so we know these two are going in the front and then those two can go in the rear. Or, well, whichever way. Alright, let's get back to Uncle Bull's house. See if we can get these wheels mounted onto Lacko's car and sort that part of the job out. You know what, I actually forgot something, guys. I'll be right back. Let's quickly also have a word with Lewis about those rocker panels. Yeah, gotta push this trailer straight again. There we go. Alright. So see if he's got those rocket panels in stock. Alright guys, there we go. So these panels were actually, yeah, a little bit expensive if you ask me. Lewis didn't know what the price were of these and I told him, well, okay, just charge me what you think they might cost. And ended up paying $300 each. But he said he will refund me a little bit of money if he figures out what the price is next time. So I think let's hit the road once again. So let's get back to Uncle Bill's house and try and see if we can get these cars put together a little bit further. The episode still has got a little bit of time, so let's see what we can get done today, guys. So I'll catch up to you back at Uncle Bill's house. Alrighty, so we made it back to Uncle Bill's house once again, guys. So I think what we need to start with is probably getting these wheels mounted. Okay, so these two are the ones that I want to put on the front of the car, if I remember it correctly now. Okay, so let's get these onto Lacko's car. Okay, so let's put this one on this side as well. on the front of the car. Perfect. And then we'll grab the other two for the rear. Okay, slap that onto there. And then this one will go onto this side. Okay, and this one, last but not least, will go into the trunk. Alright, so let's grab this one. This one can go onto there. Okay, and then where the... Oh yeah, of course, the toolbox is over here in the shed. Okay, so we need to get everything bolted down. Alright, let's grab the toolbox. The whole toolbox. We'll just bring it over here for now. No, let me grab the wrench. Okay, and... Okay, we'll bolt this down to the trunk. That way Lacko's got a new tire on his spare. Okay, and then we're just going to bolt these back down. Alrighty, yeah, just got to make sure we bolt every single one down. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit dark. Let's just turn on our headlamp for what it's worth. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, we've got a couple of things I would like to try and take care of at least. Okay, I just zip that down. Okay, so that's sorted. And that way at least Lacko's car is going to have wheels on all four corners again. And the last one, let's just do this one as well. Bolt it all down. Alright, perfect. Alrighty, now hopefully those rocker panels stayed put. Oh, the car is sliding back. Okay. Let me just maybe sort this out. Come on, let's see if we can push the trailer this way a bit. Okay, get it lifted up so that we can get this thing off the trailer. I think Uncle Bill will probably want to start using this car because yeah, he's just waiting for the deal to be finalized with his BMW. Okay, let's actually get into the car. See if we can drive it off real quick. Okay. There we go. Alright, nice and easy does it. Okay, I can probably get the license plates mounted as well on this thing. Alrighty, and I also forgot the hubcaps in my backpack. Okay, let's do the hubcaps and the license plates. Okay, let's start with the hubcaps over here. We've got 4 hubcaps in our backpack. Okay, alrighty. Alright, I can probably pop these on as we take them out of the backpack. Let's do this side. Okay, over there. And we'll do this one over there. Perfect. Next up, we are going to need the screwdriver. Oh, there we go. Okay, first license plate. Let's just take this out. Oh, come on. And pop it onto the front bumper. Right, screw that down. Alrighty. And just screw that down. Okay, that looks perfect, guys. So we are now sorted with that. Okay, so the last thing I want to take care of would be the rocker panels over here on our trailer, which we can try and quickly get welded onto the Nissan over there. Let's just lower this thing back down again. Alright, that's sorted. Which side is which side now? This one is for the right. Okay, get this rocker panel onto the car over here. Let's just snap it on there for now. And we'll grab the other one here for the left. Okay. Let's go and do this. Right over there. Okay, now we need our welding machine. Alright, this is going to be quite a bit of welding to do probably. Okay, so we'll weld this rocker panel down. Gonna need some more electrodes once again. Okay, let's grab it. There's one. Okay, pop it onto here. Okay, we'll weld over there. And there should be another weld here somewhere. I don't think... No, it's probably not. Okay. Alright, where's that B pillar now? Where did I put it? Oh, it's probably still inside the car. Okay, so this is the left-hand side one. It can go onto here. Okay, let's weld it up over here. And on that side. Okay, one side down. Let's go around to the other side. Okay, put this down over here. Come on, let's weld there. Right there, and last one over there. Okay, now we'll grab our B pillar for this side. Okay, let's just weld. Come on, there we go. Come on, welding rod or electrode, whatever you like to call it. But okay, let's put that down there. Okay, get it popped on. And that should be the last weld on this thing. So we are pretty much sorted, guys. Now all I want to do is get those rear doors mounted and the trunk and the paneling and stuff like that. Okay, let's just put that over there for now. I'll sort everything out a little bit later on. Let's just close the trunk. Okay. All right, let's grab the wrench. Let's get our door back onto here. Okay, hop into the car. We'll just bolt that back down. Okay, so this thing is pretty much ready for its paint job next. I put that over there. Let's hop inside the car for a second. Bolt it down. Perfect. Now we can get our trunk back on. Okay, put the trunk onto there. There's a bolt over that side and over that side. Okay, close that up. These pieces of trim. Which side is this one now? This is the right hand side, looks like it. Okay, snap that onto there. And this one should be for the left then, obviously. Okay, and then I think while we are at it, let me just move this jack over this side. Let's grab these bumpers. Can also get them back onto the car. Just gotta see if I can get this thing bolted down again. Right over there. And over on this side. Okay, let's grab the rear one as well. Get it mounted. Okay. Pop you onto there. Oh, come on. That should do. And I don't know how this is bolted down. I think there are some bolts. I might be able to get to it from here. There we go. Not too bad. Okay, rear bumper and front bumper is back on. And now we've just got a little bit of rubbish to take care of, which isn't too bad. Okay, I'll take this over to Steve's pawn shop because we are kind of broke. But I think our customer there should be paying us again soon for the paint job side of things. And yeah, we didn't even get to installing the engine yet, but I think that is going to be something we can at least do in the next episode then, guys. So yeah, I think this is going to be a wrap for today. It's definitely been quite a bit of a busy day. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate every view, every like. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will appreciate it very much. And then I will see you all in the next one.